Hello and welcome to Rainbow Road. I keep forgetting I changed the name. So today I'm feeling called to do most of my process on camera, and that card was sticking out. Ooh, we have the mouse energy for today. And the elk. They both came out. So I'm called to that second card there. So Archangel Ariel has come in for me recently. I was being guided by Raziel. He did what he wanted me to do, so we have moved on to Archangel Ariel. And I'm going to pull the cards. The oracles anyway, and then, well, okay, I will show you them. Now for the mandala and the animal spirit, because I haven't been doing this for all that long, because I don't know what all the mandalas are, I do refer to the guidebooks. Not for the whole reading, just to get the basic energy of each animal and of each mandala. Of course, the flower of life is kind of pretty obvious. So I'm going to stop right here for a moment. And look into the mouse and the elk real quick. So for the mouse, we got detail-oriented, small-minded, nitpicky, and nervous. Busy with no purpose for out of balance. Organized, resourceful, and prepared when in balance to bring in balance and meaningful projects. Oh, I see. Okay. The mouse has the innate desire to tend to the details. Fixing, preparing, organizing, and scrutinizing. Which can cause you to have a limited, fearful vision of life. I got it. So the elk, let's see what the elk is saying. I get what that's saying, because with the mouse, when you scrutinize and focus on the details and don't just kind of go with the flow, and if you're in the midst of creating something, you have to kind of go with the flow, search what comes up, put together as you can, and release things as you're inspired to release. So I feel like this is a reminder for me to not get lost in what I'm doing and do what comes up as it comes up, rather than be everywhere as I tend to be. Okay, stable. The elk energy is stable, resilient, headstrong. And the father represents the father. It's earth element, of course, in its masculine form. And it provides you support and stability during changes. Okay, so when out of balance, they're pretentious, high and mighty. When in balance, supportive, kind, and consistent. To bring into balance, eat and drink more consciously. That makes sense to me, because sugar and other things that you take into your body kind of affect your emotions. Okay. So we get the overall gist of the particular animal energies. And we have the 5 coming in with the flower of life. To remind us that symbols are able to influence our environment and ourselves. And it brings in balance and harmony into all aspects of life. Conceptualize your 7 energy centers as 7 natural pools along a river. So waterfall. Okay, this makes sense. Make sure you're staying balanced in your chakras. Make sure you're staying balanced in all areas and not pulling too much from the divine and not grounding enough and not being in the emotions too much, not being in your thoughts too much. Make sure you stay balanced overall. And then we have 42, the moon candy. This mandala was created during the Indian, so this is a new card for me, so I really have to read this one. This mandala was created during the Indian celebration of Navratri. The sacred feminine energy coming through this triple moon symbol is very present around you. Oh, wow. We have masculine, we have feminine, so we're coming into balance. This is what this is telling me. This is about the chakras being in balancing, making sure you stay in balance. And this is a feminine energy with this masculine energy. Stay in balance. And that'll keep us from being scattered everywhere. Okay, this brings in a little bit of chaos among the order. But do not doubt its healing power. It's all about knowing yourself better, learning yourself, understanding where your traumas and your triggers are, where your core wounds lie. Oh, this makes so much sense. Encountering new challenges will help you redefine priorities and connect with your deepest strengths. Just like the ocean tides, the cycles of the moon influence your emotions in ways you can hardly imagine. Take the time to step back and recognize what really comes from you and what is simply channeled through you in synchrony with the current waves of energy. So this is speaking to me about understanding what's going on in the collective as we are finishing up in this cycle. A lot of us are finishing up the heart awakening and healing, trying to bring the feminine energy into balance and trying to find the balance between the feminine and the masculine to take inspired action. So these cards all together make so much sense to me. It's like it's a balance here. Don't get too much in the little details. Make sure you stay focused. Keep your chakras aligned. Don't get into one or the other more. Keep everything in balance. You start noticing you're in your thoughts or in your emotions too much. Ground. Connect. Flush out your system. Yeah. That's what I'm getting for these 4 cards. So Ariel wants me to bring, I don't know if you can see that. You can't really see. So this is the Moon Candy Mandala. It's pretty. I'm having trouble with English lately, guys. I don't know what it is. I'm forgetting words. I'm leaving words out. I'm not speaking them clearly. Okay, that's the flower of life. And of course, I think you can pretty much see the mouse and the elk. So we are pulling 2 cards from Lemuria, beyond Lemuria rather, the on Lemuria deck. So Lemuria has a message for us, and it is believed in areas or in circles that have really deep dive studied in the Lemurian way that fits right in. Full spectrum. I don't know if you can see. There we go. Full spectrum 26. Card 26. Look at that. A friend of mine earlier said she thinks that 26, the number 26 was from me, and I'll be darned if it didn't show up in my reading. Awesome. Stay in balance. Again, reminding us, stay in balance. Connect with your Merkaba if you are to that level. What was I saying? Oh, it's believed that most of the Ascended Masters actually derived from Lemuria and were elders of Lemuria. And places like Tibet and, oh my gosh, let me see, the Samoans, Native Americans, certain parts of Australia, Africa, there's several places, Hawaii, there's several places that are thought to have derived directly from the Lemurian timeline. And when you research it, it really does make a lot of sense. So we have She of the Lotus. Wow. It's looking like your connection to the divine is really strong. 43. Vibration of a 7. So you're really starting to pull in from the divine and pull in and channel creative energies. Channel ideals to fuel your creative energies. Let's go ahead and see what we have from, what deck is this? Whispers of the Oceans. I love this deck. Whispers of the Oceans. Still just kind of feeling, guys, like everything is the overall message is to stay in balance. Got a lot of energies coming in, masculine and feminine working well together. Stay out of the rat race. Don't get into the rat race of trying to do this and trying to do that. Just let everything flow. Give us a card here, Spirit. Here we go. There's one. I'm feeling that one. Push to the surface. You've done a deep dive. 9, the healing. You've done a deep dive into your shadows, and now it's come up. It's time to come up and bring up what you discovered about yourself down there. What you, the ideals that came to you while you were in the depths. It says you may have become complacent. You might be stalling or in need of a new surge of energy. Become aware of the dynamics of your life. Wow. Push to the surface so you can bring up what you found in the depths. 33, master number, guys. Let your personality shine. Bring it up. You have something no one else has that makes you who you are. Stop comparing yourself to others and allow your uniqueness to shine through. That is such a beautiful message. And I was just having a conversation with a friend, and I said something along those lines about stop comparing yourself to others, which is also something that I've had to deal with inside of myself. So what are we doing with the tarot? Okay, so all together, the message is pretty clear. Don't get hyper-focused on the little details, okay? Those will come together. Write them down as they come in. Those will come together over time. When you feel inspired and you feel the firefly come in from yesterday with an inspired action, was it yesterday or the day before? I don't know, but I had a firefly reading that, when you get those little inspirations of ideals, write them down. Even if you don't create and release right then, at least write them down so that you have something to refer back to, so that you know what the steps, because That's what we're pulling in right now, is the steps to whatever it is that you may be creating, or the life you're building, or whatever it is you're manifesting into your world. Keep your chakras in line. You are on the full spectrum. Don't forget your Merkaba, your feminine feminine and masculine are coming into balance and working well together, and take advantage of this. Let your personality shine. I'm getting really strong feminine here. So your feminine is really supporting your masculine right now. Maybe your masculine is still going through a little bit of healing. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. The masculine's going through a little bit of healing. I'm starting to understand the importance of taking inspired action instead of do. Oh yeah, that's really what I'm getting here. You have to remind myself to stop and just let it flow. You're masculine. You are a do person, and that's what's happening. Is your masculine took a step back. Your feminine is now here, is now rising up to support the masculine, to finally come forward and let your personality shine. Bring everything up out of the depths and take that inspired action. Such a beautiful reading. Oh yes, see? This backs it up. Feminine, masculine. I feel like the inner child from both sides, and this may be a connection with someone else as well, but I feel like this is in you. The feminine and masculine, they've both come up. They're both healed, and you know, when you heal your feminine and masculine energies and they come out, it's like being a kid again. Like you look at things with new perspective. You look at things with fresh eyes. You can then take a childlike devotion perspective to what it is that you're doing, what it is that you're creating. And this puts you at the beginning of the path that's going to take you. See how they just have a little picnic here. Oh my gosh, this is speaking to me so much. This is actually the Six of Cups. Journey, is that what the 6 is? I do believe the 6 is a journey. It's going to start you on your journey to, you see how these buildings are back here, to take you into that kind of abundance. You're leaving the picnic. You're leaving the smallness. You're going to walk into your abundance. I pulled that backwards, but it actually would have been up. I'm not taking inversions in this reading anyways, but yes, see, you're in your magic. Your masculine has came up with the magic from the feminine to start the creation. Filling this card. Knight of Wands again. The Knight of Wands. Wands is a fire element. Again, your feminine. It looks here like your feminine's a little bit more mature. See the difference. Your feminine's just a little bit more mature than the masculine. So she's got all the creation. She's got all the ideals, and she's already on the path. She's already strong on the horse. She's already stable. She's already ready to walk the path and follow the divine. although she's looking away from the divine, I feel like what she's looking for is she's looking for the masculine to come up next to her on his horse. Let's see if that's what we're going to pull up. That would be freaking amazing, wouldn't it? Okay, Spirit, give us our next card. There it is. What is it? What is it? No. Being in your thoughts. Thinking about the abundance, the Eight of Swords. Don't think about the abundance. Don't think about manifestation. Don't overthink the creation. It's going to bind you. It's going to keep you from seeing what you have if you focus in that area. Here we have the Three of Wands. I have a cheat sheet somewhere. I just can't remember. I'm not real good at tarot, guys. Don't let your ship sail without you. That's what I'm getting from that card. Don't let your ship sail without you. I'm just now learning the tarot, guys, so I have a cheat sheet somewhere. I'll be glad when I know it and don't have to look. There we go. Yeah, creation. Okay. Yes, I was correct. 6 is journey. I was correct about the 6. It is a journey. Or the 6. Okay, 3 of Wands, creation. Don't get caught in the thoughts. Get blinded. Because you're worried about the abundance or you're worried about the end of the creation. Make sure you stay in taking the steps. Take the steps with the details, but don't get so caught up in the details that you never release the creation, is what I'm getting from this. Don't let the ship sail without you. And we're going to take, are you seeing this card? Oh. Seeing this card. It looks like the half woman, half seahorse. Oh. 5 of Wands. Okay. The 5 of Wands. Fire element. 5 is change. Collaboration between your masculine and your feminine to bring in the abundance, to bring in the creation. When I say abundance, I'm not talking about money. I'm not talking about material goods. I'm talking about was I correct about that? I'm sorry. I got lost on something there. Don't be afraid to make the mistakes. So that you can learn from them, because the only way you learn a trade or learn something is to do it. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable. I mean, it's not exactly what you want when you're first starting out and you still have self-doubt, trust issues, fears, but those things are there to be overcome, so that you can understand how strong it is that you are. Yes, fire, Wands. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I just had to double check that and make sure. But yes, take the risk. Be social with the new connections you're making, and take the risks. It's so important that you take the risks so you don't miss the ship. And that is pretty much the entire reading. It's kind of broken up. I'm getting better at this. Also, inside my Facebook group, I will be offering some free aura readings, and what they are is I read the layers of each layer, not the whole aura, but each individual layer of the aura, and let you know what's working for you and what it is that you need to release or take a look at, so that you, and I help you, I send you the healing energy to release what it is that you're ready to let go of, to remove any fears, blocks, any emotions, or things that will continue to, for things that will cause you to continue to be in your head about specifics, about situations that you have going on in your life. It calls to the awareness of what your core wounds are, and how you can heal them. And so yeah, I'm going to put that in my Facebook group. I am not ready to release that on YouTube yet. I am not ready to release it on TikTok or YouTube. When I get to that point, of course, I will let everyone know. But for right now, I'm doing free aura readings for people who are already established in my Facebook group, Rainbow Road. So that's all I have for now. Thank you. Love and light to everybody. Have a good day.